NASCAR 25 aims to provide an in-depth single-player career mode. See, as much as iRacing has managed to monopolize the esports environment of American stock car motorsport, it's been quite a few years since fans have been able to enjoy their own rise to the top offline. As such, many are clamoring for the days of series such as NASCAR Thunder. So let's take a moment, dive headfirst into the 2003 edition, and discuss why you should play this one specifically in 2025. First up, NASCAR Thunder 2003 was the second game in the Thunder series, released in September 2002 for PC, PS1, PS2, Xbox, and GameCube. For transparency's sake, we're talking about the 6th generation console version, not the somewhat sedated port for home computers or this pixelated PS1 party. Despite the name, we're talking about a game that replicates the 2002 NASCAR Cup season, not the 03 championship. And at first glance, NASCAR Thunder 2003 does very much scream early 2000s American motorsport. Loud noise, bright colors, fast cars, roaring crowds, everything you need to get the blood pumping red, white, and blue. As for gameplay, we're not talking about a simulator in the vein of NASCAR Racing 2003 season. NASCAR Thunder is as simcade as early 2000s simcade can be. Yes, you can race 42 AI competitors in full-length events with pit stops, tire wear, a damage model, or cautions. Yet, the studio went above and beyond to offer a NASCAR experience that was focused on entertainment more than anything else. For starters, what about taking these 720-plus brake horsepower monsters to a late-night Watkins Glen, or into a fictional Daytona infield, or, you know, a Phoenix road course? Thunder 2003 doesn't even pretend to be a thoroughly authentic depiction of the sport. In every way imaginable, it revels in its absurdity. Once you get out on track, you shouldn't expect to experience Papyrus realism. Instead, EA Sports opted to introduce a pick-up and play handling model that doesn't require nearly as much effort to engage with. Still, those who seek a challenge will be happy to know that actually mastering tracks like Bristol, Watkins Glen, or Talladega does require practice. Thankfully, we can choose between different button layouts so that acceleration and braking can be taken care of with our shoulder triggers, leading to a surprisingly modern feel. Some gameplay might make you think that I'm showing you an early 2000s drift game. Then again, I'm not gonna pretend as though deja vuing your way around Love's Motor Speedway in a pack of stock cars isn't a bloody good time, especially since you always feel like you can catch your car. Drafting also comes into play, leading to exciting wheel-to-wheel battles with your competitors. Beaten and banging is par for the course, with the damage model being visually impressive for its time, yet forgiving enough to allow for vehicular combat. Furthermore, it means that when literal push comes to shove, you can cheat. And it's fun. We've got all the cars and stars of the era, from Jeff Gordon to Dale Earnhardt Jr., Tony Stewart to Kurt Busch, Mark Martin, Kevin Harvick, or Dale Jarrett. Of course, we could pick one of these A-listers to fight for the Winston Cup crown, even if we had to censor the word Winston or any other reference to liquor and cigarettes and Viagra. Playing the game's different modes, you can earn these lovely little Thunder plates. Once acquired, they function as either cheat codes for different circuits, providing you with more power, or they can unlock new drivers, such as the legendary Alan Kulwicki or Benny Parsons. As if that wasn't fun enough, you can get all kinds of extra paint schemes for the 2002 Winston Cup field. Admittedly, I have no idea who most of these field fillers happen to be, but I thoroughly appreciate that the mid-card mirage of NASCAR gets their moment in the sun. What's more is that this era of American stock car racing managed to thrill its fanbase with spectacular-looking cars. It's not just the sleek body shape of Dodge, Chevrolet, Ford, or Pontiac. It's the fiery flames of Jeff Gordon's 24, the orange box of Tony Stewart's 20, the green lightning of Bobby Labonte's 18, all the Mark Martin Viagra cars. Add to that the stellar presentation that manages to impress even in 2025. If this doesn't draw you into the sensation of 43 drivers chasing glory around titanic ovals or short track beasts, I don't know what will. It's details such as the fireworks, the TV camera-like shots, the introduction of every single driver on the starting grid, the real-life MRN broadcast team that round out the atmospheric ambience. In contrast, if the racing was dull, none of this would help. Now, would it? And while you can choose to clinch another championship for Jeff Gordon, it's not what the Thunder games excelled at. Let's take the aptly named Lightning Challenges as one of my favorite parts of the game. Sure, you might think the time trial mode would suffice as the perfect tutorial for the physics set. We even get to listen to stars like Jeff Gordon explain the art of driving these bricks.
You can lay on it a little longer coming into the turn.
However, simply chasing faster lap times with driver aids, which you can't turn off at all times, can be annoying. Instead, I found myself falling in love with these quick fire challenges. The concept is simple. We're close to the end of a race, and we're told to A, get past a competitor to win, B, defend from a competitor to win, C, avoid a crash, or D, save fuel to win. It's a basic premise, but it uses these lovely cheesy video packages to introduce the real-life scenarios that the challenges are based on.
Hey Mark, this is supposed to be my video. I know you're my teammate and everything, but Jeff, I can't let you take credit for being the best at Lowe's. That guy there knows it's not true.
Mark, I'm not a guy. Truthfully, racing around Charlotte or Talladega over and over again does not sound like the peak of game design creativity. Nevertheless, these quick little challenges offer a lovely introduction into the way this game drives. Its racing and uncompromising action, bare knuckle fighting on four wheels at almost 200 miles an hour, right up until the finish line. It's moments like these where you find yourself sitting in front of your screen of choice wondering, how the heck did they manage to achieve such a level of intense immersion using an arcade physics set in 2002? My personal favorite of the bunch? Tony Stewart, Lowe's Motor Speedway 2001. Mr. Mobile 1 decided to run the Indianapolis 500 and Coca-Cola 600 on the exact same day back to back, similarly to what Kyle Larson has attempted in recent years. He didn't win a race that day, your job now being that of helping him onto the top step of the podium on that magical night in May. But it gets even better. The heart and soul of NASCAR Thunder 2003 isn't the Lightning Challenge mode. It's not the time trials, the season mode, quick races, or the ridiculous acting chops of the NASCAR lads. It is very much all about the legendary career mode. Now, we're aware that most people will have heard of the career modes from NASCAR Thunder 2004 or NASCAR 2005 Chase for the Cup. But before I choose to elaborate why we're not making a video about either one of these, let's just emphasize that Thunder 03 does not need to hide behind these two giants of NASCAR video games. In fact, YouTubers such as Black Flags Matter point to this being the starting point for quite a few aspects that people adored about later games in the series. Thunder 2002 had introduced a basic career mode, while 2003 added team management into the mix. We can start the NASCAR Cup adventures of OverTake.gg with their world-renowned road course ringer Alexis Core hailing from New York, New York. Our job as quasi-team boss consists of creating an appealing livery, signing sponsors with different performance-dependent perks, overhauling or replacing parts in our car, hiring mechanics, race engineers or engine specialists, or simply trying not to break the bank. See, some of you might be familiar with one of the main criticisms aimed at modern Formula 1 games. The My Team career mode is too easy and you can clinch a championship way too quickly. Well, don't worry, my dear masochist minions, as NASCAR Thunder 2003 truly makes you feel like an underfunded, inept backmarker. Surprisingly, online setups or tricky tomfoolery aren't gonna stop us from finishing outside outside of the top 30 most weekends. At the very least, we don't have to endure the absolute chore that would be a 36 race schedule and can choose to have races simulated. On the other hand, you'd be robbing yourself of incredible mid-pack duels such as chasing the pack at Indianapolis with an underpowered, overweight, inconceivably slow slug of a rookie striped race car. Speaking of Indy, this is where OverTake.gg managed to make a buzz for the first time. On account of us hitting the pit wall at around 170 miles per hour, we triggered a caution that caused most of our competitors to change tires and fill up on fuel. Problem being, we'd only reached lap 2 of 8, and the tank tends to last for about half the race with short distance events. Thus, we stayed out only to provoke another caution, during which we went into the pits, while all of our rivals went ahead and stopped a few laps later under green. Horrendously incompetent, but incredibly funny. And so, Alexis Core managed to win the 2002 Brickyard 400 on account of an entire NASCAR pit wall failing foul of forgetting how calculators work. It was cheesy, but I have to admit, crossing the finish line first, only having finished outside the top 30 for most of the season, was a fun experience. And as if that wasn't enough of a reward, we get to enjoy this lovely victory celebration with our reliably horrible pit crew members. I may or may not have fired my crew chief after the race. I just hope it went better than it did for Connor Zillage the other day at Watkins Glen. Ouch. And if you want to avoid your sim racing career ending similarly painful, have we got something for you.
You can become a premium member on our website, overtake.gg.
It's not just about the daily news, forums, guides, and downloads. It's also a vibrant community. Premium members enjoy extra benefits such as an ad-free browsing experience, special community deals, discounts, and Overtake Turbo, which provides setups, coaching, and one free esports setup per month powered by Track Titan. There is also a racing club where you can race with great, fair people without worrying about your driver or safety rating.
And if you love unboxing sim racing gear just as we do, there's a premium member giveaway every month. You can win pedal sets, handbrakes, and nice steering wheels. Another cool feature are community reviews, so you can have a chance to contribute and share your opinion on not yet released hardware or games.
Have your voice heard and help shape the future of sim racing. Join as a premium member on overtake.gg for just €1 a month.
That sounds like a sweet deal. I should go for that. Wait, I work here. By bit, we managed to improve our car, creeping closer and closer to the rest of the field, out-qualifying others on merit, and fighting with some big dogs of NASCAR. It's not overtly complicated, though it's challenging enough to keep you engaged. If anything, NASCAR 25 might aim for something similar, if first impressions are to be believed, not throwing you into top-tier equipment. It's forcing you to fight your way up from the bottom of the ARCA barrel. A colleague of mine recently compared it to the feeling you get when playing Gran Turismo, starting out in a beloved box of a car, deciding to tune that instead of chasing the next best sports wagon, seeing your machine, in turn your team, grow with you. I am aware that future entries added more onto this framework. NASCAR Thunder 2004 featured more options and cutscenes. Chase for the Cup 2005 managed to include truck racing or modifieds. Nonetheless, I believe that NASCAR Thunder 2003 might still be your best shout in 2025, especially as a newcomer to the sport. Why? Well, let's compare these two clips from 03 and 04. Pepsi 400, Late Night, Star Spangled Skies, 43 drivers. 2003 manages to hit 60 frames per second through Dolphin, while 2004 struggles and juggles on PC SX2. Originally, we'd planned to discuss 2004 for this video, and I'm not going to imply that this isn't considered to be the king of the Thunder series. Even so, if I were to recommend an old school NASCAR game to somebody in 2025, I'd go for 2003. The performance is generally smoother, not just on my hardware. You can go on YouTube and compare some gameplay footage yourself. For some, this might not be a big issue. For me, somebody who suffered quite a few literal headaches after trying to play 2004, I'd rather point you towards its predecessor. As for 2005, I'd point to the name of the game. chase for the cup. 2004 was the first season to introduce a playoff format for the Cup Championship. It's not the same as today, seeing as it's only gotten more complicated over time. Essentially, if you want to avoid all the BS and are looking for a simple, entertaining, well-crafted NASCAR game with fun physics, tight racing, and attention to detail, in my humble opinion as a pesky Western European pleb, NASCAR Thunder 2003 is your game. There's even a 2000 Cup season mod out there if you'd like to give everything a different coat of paint or race against the legendary Dale Earnhardt Sr. in his final full Cup championship. Let's see if NASCAR 25 can compete with the entertainment provided in these games. I can't emphasize how much YouTubers like Real Radman, Mark Leifer, and such have managed to get out of these games and how incredibly enticing they are.
EA Sports, it's in the game.
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 EA Sports, it's in the game.
NASCAR Thunder 2003.
But what do you think? Am I being too harsh on NASCAR Thunder 2004? And what are your memories of the series? Let us know in the comments below. Until then, thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, we'd highly appreciate it if you like and subscribe. And, as always, boogity boogity boogity, keep racing. Bye bye.